All right. We are live. Welcome to June's Monday Quarterback, Week 2. Once again, we are live. We are live on the SamzSportz Network. Tune in, man. Like and share if y'all get a chance. Like and share. Once again, we're on the SamzSportz Network, man. Let me show y'all what we got going on the SamzSportz Network. What's up? Like I said, man, we're back with June's Monday Quarterback Week 2, man. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Like and share. We got the other guys that will be coming on in a few minutes. Actually, one of the guys are hitting me up now to send them the link. Hold on while I do that. There you go. But yeah, man, it's crazy week 2 around the league. A crazy week 2, man. Where do we start? With week 2? Let's see. Let's go with the AFC, man. The AFC North. What is going on in the AFC North? I don't know when was the last time that all teams lost on one day, man. And it happened. Yesterday afternoon, man. The most exciting game out of all of them was it was 2 exciting games, but the Baltimore Ravens and the Dolphins game was the most exciting one out of all of them because Baltimore was dominating that game for 3 quarters. For 3 quarters straight, dominated that game, and they was chipping away, man. Chipping away. Hold on, I forgot we got the IG followers tuning in too. What's going on, IG family? But like I said, man, it was up. At one point, it was 14-35. I remember the score was 13-35. And Tua making plays after plays. He connected with one of his tight ends for a touchdown. Damn, you see the deep balls, Tyreek Hill, that everybody was skeptical about. Can Tua make those throws to Tyreek Hill? And he made them happen. He made it happen, man. Wes, what's going on? Wes on IG, man. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube, Wes. And he made it happen, man. Yesterday was definitely gonna be my QB1 later on the show. But 469 yards, through 6 touchdowns, man. Yesterday, 6 of them on them things, man. Yeah, and Tua and that Tyreek Hill connection was something to deal with in that second half. Well, fourth quarter for the Baltimore Ravens, man. One 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 receptions. The Jalen Waddle had 171 yards with 2 touchdowns. Like, this is the speed and the talent that they was talking about, man. When you got, to get around Tua, and they got the talent around them for sure. Gesicki had also caught a touchdown pass in that game. And I know whoever had Tua as a starting quarterback in fantasy should have won by a landslide in fantasy. I know in one of my fantasy leagues he had 84 points alone in one of my fantasy leagues. So, but Baltimore, it's the Ravens. I know Marlon Humphrey. Did Marlon Humphrey play? Let me look. He had to be out there. They are known for their defense and having good. Marlon Humphrey was out there. Marcus Peters was out there, and for them to get torched like that, man, it was just like embarrassing, man. Embarrassing to see. But yeah, man. Me 2-0, but we can't. Let me go to the Baltimore Ravens side of the things, right? Lamar Jackson did do, yeah. Lamar did Lamar Jackson things, man. He had over 300-yard passing, 100 yards rushing. I think this is the 11th time he's done this in his career, his young career already. You could ask Lamar Jackson to do, but he could do but so much, man. And the defense just let him down yesterday, man. Just let him down. He connected with Rashad Bateman for a 75-yard touchdown pass. I know that on NFL on the red zone, they said that was probably one of the fastest touchdowns this year. I think he hit it 20 miles per hour. He was running 21 miles per hour, and they said once you go over that 20 mark, that's fast. So Rashad Bateman looked like he could be that guy for Lamar Jackson, man. That receiver, that threat that Lamar Jackson been looking for the past couple of years, man. Spade was good. Spade, holla at me, baby. Mark Andrews had a great, good receiving day, 104 yards and 1 touchdown, but it was just not enough, man. They opened up with a bang. My man Duvernay scored on a 103-yard kickoff return, man, and like I said, they was dominating this game, and for them to come back like that, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, like I say, the AFC North woes continue. Yesterday, I see my man Weston here on the IG, and I got my man joining me just when I'm about to talk about his team. Hey, I just finished talking about it. What's your thoughts about the Ravens and the Miami game? Because I was about to go.
That was a great game. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you why the Dolphins should have won that game regardless. They're missing half their secondary. Well, the Ravens are missing half their secondary, and like the Ravens' run game isn't really that great. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did put it on them early, but it's only so long you contain Jalen Waddle and Tyreek. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
they scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
yo, my God. Jeez. Yeah. But you know why I'm here, man.
Oh, the Jets, man.
You know why I'm here, man.
Oh, man. Like I said, the AFC North woes continue yesterday. As we watching the Miami making this epic comeback, you had the Jets, another AFC East team, making another epic comeback against another AFC North team.
Talk to me nice.
Oh, man.
Talk to me nice, June. Listen, man. Like he said, man, we taking receipts. Y'all thought it was sweet week 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. First game, we ain't really gel. Yeah. But, man, listen. Do you see my boy Garrett Wilson?
And look, they've been like I said, man, they've been talking about this kid all week on the radio shows in New York, because they ain't really start playing Garrett Wilson to the second half against Baltimore last week, and they were like, yo, you got these young players on the sideline. Like, you got to play these boys. You know, you drafting them for a reason that high, you know, so they could be out there. And that young boy showed up, man. Another kid that caught my eye yesterday, Brees Hall, man. Man, I knew the kid was gonna be a stud. I knew he was gonna be a stud.
Led the school record in touchdowns. Like, bruh, like, listen, man, we got the pieces.
Yeah,
like we got to. Everybody was talking about how all game they talk about how Cleveland had the top 5 defense last year. All like they've gotten only nothing but better. I'm looking like, all right, cool. All you gotta do is neutralize Myles Garrett. Joe Flacco was actually moving in the pocket this time, and not just standing there.
He was a damn statue last week, and that's
Jesus Christ. Man, like, talk to me. I was just talking to my boys, like, yo, it feels good when your team win on Sunday. The rest of that week seems smooth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Flacco, I don't know where he went back in time and found his game, man. 307 yards, 4 touchdowns yesterday. 2 of those was to Gary Wilson, the rookie. 8 receptions, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns yesterday. Cleveland, another defense that's supposed to be a stout defense. You know, letting them touch all these touchdowns at the end. You know what was the turning point in that game too?
Corey Davis wide open.
No, Chubb scoring that touchdown.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have. He didn't have the wherewithal to go down.
Yes,
he wanted that 6 in that bullet form.
Probably, you know, he had fantasy owners out there that had him too.
Yeah, of course. You gotta cover the spread or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's score. Now you just blew it for your team. How you feeling?
Oh man, so that was a turning point too, because it was like 2 minutes and some change.
Go Joe Flacco.
BJ, don't start this shit. And that's why you got Joe Flacco up there. But yeah, man. You know, that kind of like kept the Jets in there, you know, and that's what everybody. The game is not over till it's 0-0-0 on that clock.
Yeah.
Some of these games like yesterday show you that, man. Some of these games definitely show you that, man. The Ravens game, the Cleveland Browns and the Jets game. We're also going to talk about another game, the Raiders game. Like it's not over till you see 0-0s on the clock, man. And that was an example right there, man. Who y'all have next week, Stacks?
Cincinnati.
So yeah, they just gave y'all 3 straight AFC North teams.
I think so.
Four straight, the AFC versus the AFC North versus the AFC East.
Oh, okay.
So Joe Flacco had to play the whole AFC North. I said he's going 3-1. I said he's going 3-1. Gotta make that shit work, Joe.
Yeah, Cincinnati need a window, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's up with Cincy.
Flacco, listen, that offensive line, they can't get it right.
Yeah, so they can't block a thing.
Burrow ain't gonna get it right until they get it right.
It is their offensive line. Their offensive line is the talk from Cincinnati. They saying that they ain't really having gel with each other because none of them didn't really play during preseason. So you know, most of them was out with injuries. When you talk about Alex Kappa, and there was another guy they was talking about, Collins, was out during the whole preseason. So they still working on some things. But another thing too, Burrow holding the ball too long, man. Too, you gotta get that ball out of there.
Yo, he really do.
Yes. So it just look different, man, over there, man. With those guys don't look like.
Is it too early to say the R word? Regression. It's too. It's week 2. Week 2. I usually go by week after week 4. You know what kind of team you have out there after week 4. Like you went up against Dak Prescott-less Cowboys.
Yeah, Cooper.
And going up against Dak Prescott with the Cowboys isn't really that hard either. You know what I'm saying? But like Cooper Rush, he beat you?
Cooper Rush, man. As starting quarterback. As I think 2-0 now.
Shout out to Cooper Rush.
and you got some Cowboys fans out there saying, "Oh, we don't need that." Come on,
watch it out. Yes, y'all do.
Relax.
Yes, y'all do.
Relax. All right.
Hey,
He had one good game. My man came up to me at work. He was like, "You see, that boy putting it there. He putting it there. Dak ain't doing that." I'm like, "Yo, come on, stop it, bro. You're a peon eminent, man. Prisoner of the moment, man. Calm down." But they defense. It's really Dallas defense that's playing. Hopefully, I don't have to go back in my word, because last year, my man Derek, who's on the show with us every Wednesday, made a comment that Michael Parsons could be the next LT. And the first couple of 2 seasons, man, whoo, that boy serious, man. I gotta see more, but he's knocking at that door.
What?
He is knocking at that door, man.
Okay. Yeah.
I gotta see more though. You don't think he could get up there?
No.
Nah.
Listen, man, LT is the greatest football player to ever play. Mm-hmm. Hands down.
Defensive football player.
No, greatest football player to ever play. Listen, I love Tom. TB12 is that boy. But come on, man. And I'm not even, this is a Jets fan talking about a Giants player. Like LT was different. Come on, man.
So, yeah, man.
LT, damn. Well, okay. Y'all just crowning them. Okay.
And I ain't crowning them. Y'all if you see the highlight, I was getting on them boys when they made that comment. I'm like, hell no.
Like y'all said, the offensive line of the Bengals ain't really the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? But
it's not. But we'll see, man. We'll see though. But they come to MetLife next week, so
they do.
Keep this coming. Keep
they
this
do.
Going. Let's see if they can keep this going. The other NFC North team that took an L at home, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
TJ Watt, bro.
They missed them yesterday.
TJ Watt.
Yeah, they definitely wasn't getting that pressure.
Now quarterbacks got all day to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That leaves Minka Fitzpatrick on an island, having to cover for too long.
No sacks yesterday for the Pittsburgh
Nothing.
team. No sacks. That's not Pittsburgh defense at all. If y'all know the Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And coming from a week before they had seven sacks the week before.
And that was against the who?
Cincinnati Bengals.
See what I'm saying?
The Bengals. But yeah, man, I just it's Trubisky for me, man, too. He's not getting it done either, man. He had
a good week last week.
He didn't have a good week last week neither. I felt like he was the reason that they got back in the game.
For him, he had a decent week.
Man.
I mean,
I'm like,
I guess I don't know how you want me to call that, because like, do you want them to start Pickett?
Man, you need somebody to give you some kind of jump start for that offense. That offense haven't looked the best these past couple of weeks.
And they got a great wide receiving core.
They got a good wide receiving core. Claypool, Deontay Johnson, the young boy Craig Pickens that they drafted. So like I said, man, I don't know. They need to get it going soon, man. They definitely need to get it going soon. But the Patriots got in there, made it happen. You know, Mac Jones was questionable for this game, but you know he played and made a great pass to Nelson Aguilar for 44-yard touchdown. Yard touchdown reception. Nelson Aguilar had 110 yards yesterday himself, and now they're 1-1, and they think of things in the AFC East. And the Patriots play the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Well, there's Baltimore. Well, there's another one for Baltimore.
You think that's another win?
Yeah.
They go to New England too, man.
That doesn't matter.
It don't matter. New England, Baltimore, New Jersey, we fucking winning.
BJ, my guy, BJ. So, yeah, man. So we'll see, man. All right, we had other games. We broke down all the AFC North game.
Can we talk about the game that messed up my ticket?
What game messed up your ticket?
The Colts in Jacksonville.
Don't tell me you had the Colts, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't look at the injury report?
That's not even the point. It's still Jacksonville.
No Darius Leonard, no Michael Pittman. Probably
bro, it's still Jacksonville, bro. And then they lost to the Texans the week before. I mean, they tied with the Texans the week before. I'm like, why?
You gotta look at you gotta read.
I did look at it, but it just seemed
like the Colts have in Jacksonville.
June is Jacksonville.
Who ended the Colts seasons last year?
Jacksonville. But it's Jacksonville, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe I need to stop. Oh my gosh.
Like, come on, man. They, some teams have other teams' numbers, and Jacksonville is one of those teams that have their number in Jacksonville. But AB, what's going on? AB, can't make it on the show today, but he said he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be back soon, man. We'll hold it down for you, AB. You know we got you,
Facts.
But I don't know. JT, I have JT on a couple of my prop tickets. Jacksonville defense kind of held them in check the first half. He got a little run there and there, but yeah, when the Jets lose, Jay won't be on.
Hey.
Rube was good.
See the hate already? See what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants us to be great. I get it, but at the end of the day, we won.
Yeah. While AB on here, man, AB, man, your team finally beat the Saints in a regular season game. I did this. They haven't beat the Saints in like 6 regular season games.
And Tom Brady put up 9 fantasy points for me.
Man,
Jesus.
This is a rivalry. These two teams don't like each other, as shown yesterday with a brawl happening in the middle of the field.
Mike Evans got suspended.
Yeah. And this is the second time he got suspended in the altercation between these two.
Yeah, it's always with them.
So yeah, man. Marshawn Lattimore was talking trash to Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette pushed him, and Mike Evans came out of nowhere and pushed Marshawn Lattimore. He said he was protecting his quarterback. But now he's gonna miss next week game, and who Tampa have next week? Tampa had Green Bay. Woo! And they had dealing with injuries. They was dealing with injuries in the receiving core already with Julio Jones and Godwin being inactive yesterday. So hopefully they get those two guys back, because they're gonna need them for that Green Bay game. Definitely. But Brady, 190 yards, 1 touchdown. Fournette had a big workload yesterday, 24 carries, 65 yards. And the defense, man, held the Saints offense, man, to 1 touchdown. Winston, and that touchdown was late in the game, and Winston threw 3 interceptions. Like AB said, like they be saying, James.
Nah, he got cracked ribs, man. Like I was, man, who was I talking to? I think it was BJ. I was trying to will J-Bo to win one. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen.
Man. So the Bucks, man, finally got one, and like I said, man, they got I think this game gonna be the game of the week next week. It's the 4:25 game on Fox. So let's see, man. Famous James turnovers. Jameis gonna Jameis, man. So that was one of the 1:00 games that was interesting to watch. Then you had the Lions beating the Washington. I was about to say they old last name. Commanders, 36-27. I liked the Lions to win this game, big time. I thought the Lions going to win. Jared Goff.
Y'all
Yeah.
going to respect Carson Wentz though. Carson, it's not. Everybody's saying like it was Carson Wentz. Like Carson Wentz brought them back.
Yeah.
He just didn't have enough time. He didn't have enough time on the clock.
Another 300-yard passing game, man. 337 yards, 3 touchdowns. He got this good connection, man, with this kid Jahad Dotson, man. From East Orange, New Jersey. Another touchdown to him. Logan Thomas and Curtis Samuel was the other guys that caught the other 2 touchdowns.
The Lions are really kind of good, bro. St. Brown went off yesterday. I didn't expect him to go off the way he did yesterday.
Yeah.
But that defense is clicking. It's making stops when they need to. Like
yeah. And I think that's what they need. And once they get that defense going, Aiden Hutchinson, the rookie, 3 sacks yesterday.
A dog.
3 sacks yesterday. St. Brown, like you mentioned, had a good game. And they don't even have all their weapons. I went to see when the kid Williams that they drafted, getting that offense, man. He really gonna open things up for them. So, man, the Lions look good. Jared Goff 4 touchdowns yesterday. Jared Goff. Okay, go. Okay, go. Best linebacker in the league, Devin White.
Oh my God. I guess.
The other 1 o'clock game we ain't talk about was my New York Giants squeaking out a win over the Carolina Panthers. Good thing they had Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Any other quarterback?
Yeah, you sure he don't play for y'all?
That dude. The throws, I seen some throws. He made some good throws, and it was some throws like, "Yo, bro, who you throwing to?" But 145 yards, 1 touchdown yesterday for Baker Mayfield. But the story of this game was the Giants defense, man. Keeping the Panthers in check all game. Christian McCaffrey. The stat sheet.
Y'all did well. The stat sheet, it doesn't tell the story.
Yeah,
y'all did what y'all needed to do.
Broke a big run in that 4th quarter, but we held them in check. Barkley, 21 carries, 72 yards yesterday. He didn't have a big game like he had the week before, but it was just enough. But Daniel Jones made some key plays on that final drive to connect with Bellinger.
And you be calling for Daniel Jones's head, bro.
I still need to see more. I know he had that drive yesterday. I still
you be going crazy in the chat, like get him out of here.
Cause man, it's some throws like this is your 4th year. Where is the progression at? Like I don't see it. I still don't see it. It was on one play, Kadarius Toney running across the field wide open, but he don't look at his progressions at all. He's looking on one side of the one dude, like bro, like he's right there open. Throw the ball, and I feel like some of the sacks sometimes he takes, man, because he holding the ball, patting the ball too long, man. So, yeah, man. But next, it's win is a win. I'll take it, man. 2-0. Haven't been 2-0 since 2016. Next week is a big game. Going into MetLife. Well, not going into MetLife. Dallas coming into MetLife to play the Giants. A Monday Night Football game. 2 defenses that are playing well right now, and I'm telling another down. I'm letting people know too. We don't even have our pass rushes in there yet. Kayvon Thibodeau, who's probably will be active for this game on Monday, and Ojulari haven't played yet. So,
okay.
We took a hit on the defensive side of the ball. Leonard Williams went out with an injury. Still waiting for the MRI to come out on the knee. So we'll see. As we move over to the 4 o'clock games, which game you want to talk about, man?
You know which game I want to talk about. What? No, I'm sorry.
What?
There's a player that I want to talk about, and then there's a game I want to talk about.
Give me the game.
Jalen Ramsey went on a tangent.
That's the player
that has me scratching my head. He caught the late pick, but the ball that he caught was just a Mariota. He just Marcus Mariota it. Can we talk about how Drake London was busting his ass?
I seen the young boy going off. I seen the young boy. I seen the young boy going. I seen the young boy going.
No, but this is the top corner in the league, though. He's supposed to be him. This is him.
Is he? Was he on them all game? You see, we gotta look at these stats, man. Was he on them all game though?
Drake, when he scored, he was on
him.
Listen, man, Jalen Ramsey is so overrated, bro. You don't even understand.
Say back too.
Oh man, but congrats to LA. You know, Atlanta do what they do, lose a lead. Yeah, of course he sucks.
He made the game-winning
again.
plays.
Atlanta's going to do what Atlanta does: blow a lead. That's just what they do all through history.
They have a lead in this game. They made a good comeback, but
yeah, they made a good comeback. But like, come on, you know how it's going to end. How does it usually end? Atlanta losing.
Yeah.
But man, moving on. Yo, how did the Raiders collapse the way they collapsed? How does that happen?
It should not happen. And I'm like, yo, the hell? Like,
no, he's not.
JR not a top 5 CB.
Nah, he's definitely not.
Who JR? Who are they talking about?
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, JR. He's not a top 5 CB. Oh,
no, he's not.
Come on, listen, stats. We can't go off one game.
Do you want to? Yo, I've been saying this for years. Every time you see Jalen Ramsey, he's usually on a losing end of a fucking play. All the time. When have you been like, shit, Jalen Ramsey really closed out that game for us?
That was not closed out
yesterday? Yeah, I would say yesterday, but he's been in the league, 7 years? When has that happened? Let me explain why I come to the conclusion I come to. When he played in Jacksonville, right? That Jacksonville defense had the most sacks in the league. They had the best defensive line in the league. They were the top blitzing defense in the league, right? So Jalen Ramsey only had to cover 2 seconds, 3 seconds, just jam him and run with a player, right? Right. Yeah. They also had AJ Bouye on the other side, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? AJ Bouye wasn't trash neither. So he goes from then Jacksonville starts losing because they start losing players, and then he starts getting smoked again, and then he's like, all right, I want to be traded. It's a money thing. All right, cool. Then you go to the Rams, who also have the best defensive lineman damn near ever in football. Best interior defensive lineman in football ever. You know what I'm saying? And then you line that up with they had Von Miller. Like, they had studs, another great pass rush where he didn't have to cover forever. But, yo, when people go at Jalen Ramsey, he gets fucking embarrassed, June. He gets embarrassed. T. Higgins embarrasses him. That happened. Fucking Stephon Diggs embarrasses him. And I told you last week, yo, they saw Stephon Diggs on Jalen Ramsey, and they audible to that play. They picked on him. They chose him. They was like, oh, yeah, you're going to get it. Like, yo, I don't understand. Jalen Ramsey is the worst. I don't want to call him the worst. He's a mid-tier at best. You got to understand, like, when you say shut down corners, I'm thinking of the Champ Baileys, the Darrelle Revises. You know what I'm saying? When they go on a player and you don't hear from that player all game. Not I'm the best corner in the league, but when I'm on a rookie Drake London, I get head topped. Or I'm the best defensive player in the league, but when they actually put an elite receiver on me, I'm on the losing end of this shit.
Hey, Stacks, I don't think he mid-tier, man. I don't think
he's
he
mid-tier. Yo, he's
mid-tier.
mid-tier, bro. Like, he's living off his reputation.
What the hell did I just tune into? What? That's my man B the analyst. What's good? Y'all be blessed. Stacks got the chat going crazy.
Yo, it's like when am I lying? Tell me a point where I've lied at.
Jalen Rivers has never been a top CB. J smoking J's. Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but I know you say you wanted to join into the show, but I don't just let anybody join the show. But he said, go do your research.
I have. That's the thing. I have.
You see, I was not.
At what? Yo, tell me. Can somebody tell me where I've made a false statement at? Was the Jacksonville Jaguars not the top defense in the league when they considered him the top corner in the league, and the top blitzing defense in the league? Did that not happen then? It did. When he got to the Rams, were they not one of the best pass rushing defenses in the league? They were. But now that he actually has to cover, it's like, okay, he's getting fucking head topped. That's what happened.
So you saying the Von Miller effect, the pass rusher not being there, he still got Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd there. So you saying,
but it's not, but you saw what happened with the Bills, right? Where they could just double team Aaron Donald now because they don't have to worry about Von Miller.
We'll see.
Like,
man.
when you audible, the fact that Josh Allen audibled to a play to pick on the top corner in the league is just hilarious to me.
Man, I think it was something to prove too.
It was, and he proved it.
You know, because he did, call him trash when he came in the league.
Yeah, waste of a pick, right?
Yeah. Yo, you tell you the truth, I've been seeing a lot of good corners getting their ass kicked this past week.
Yeah.
I saw J.C. Jackson on Thursday. Taking the school.
Hilarious to me.
Man, I think it was something to prove too. So, I saw my bad. But yeah, it happens, man. It definitely do. It do happens, B. It definitely do happens.
Oh, it does. It does. I'm just saying, to me, he's not top. Like, I guess it's up for debate whether he's a top 5 corner, but to me,
so who is your top corners? If you don't have
JC Jackson's number 1 to me. Jair Alexander is number 2 to me. Number 3 would be, even though he's young, would be fucking Asante Samuel Jr. He's a fucking another ill-ass corner. Yo, he locked. Bro, has he not been
play? I seen him play this past weekend. Past week. He looked good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Patrick Surtain is another good one. But they're on defensive that are like, all right. So would you rather a mediocre corner on a great defense or a great corner on a horrible defense?
I want a great corner. I want a great corner and a horrible defense, tell you the truth.
All right. So therefore, that's why you have Patrick Surtain, who's on a horrible defense. Like, look, man.
He said, "Man, stop this."
Look, man. You can sit there and say what you want, but when it comes down to it, there's nothing that I've said that isn't true.
All right, man. Let's move on to this Cardinals and Raiders game, man. We mentioned the Raiders probably the most disappointing team right now because what they have done this offseason, acquiring Devontae Adams, a true number 1 wide receiver, to add to this offense that had some weapons on there already with Darren Waller, the Hunter Renfrows, the Jacobs, and for them to lose this game at home the way they did in overtime, and the fashion that they did with the 2 fumbles, he fumbled back to back, right? If I'm not. If I'm not mistaken, he fumbled back to back.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and for the Cardinals to recover the fumble and seal the game, man. It kind of a big win definitely a big win for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Oh man, I felt like he had all day in that backfield to do what he. Man, I'm like, yo, wait, pass rush.
Kyler Murray is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to me. Some plays I'd be like, damn, he deserved that money. And then other plays I'd be like, what?
Yeah, man. He definitely helped him in that game.
Shout out to him. He won the game.
Yeah, he won the game with his feet, man. Definitely scored a rushing touchdown and that two-point conversion, that throw. Oh man, a dangerous throw too. But AJ Green made the catch to tie the game up, to send the game to overtime, 23-23. And like we mentioned, the fumble, for Hunter Renfrow, definitely cost the Raiders the game, man. And now we look at what is the problem with the Raiders, man? Is it the coaching? Is it, Derek Carr not making enough plays?
They just can't get it together. Last year was off the field issues. This year is just, I don't know. They just can't put it together. Maybe I don't know.
Davante Adams only had 7 targets in this game.
Yeah, you gotta throw to him a little more. He's arguably the best wide receiver in the league, so you got to give him the ball. At least give him a chance.
Yeah, and one of those receptions was a 1-yard touchdown to Davante Adams. So, like Josh McDaniels, it's and like I've been mentioning the past couple of weeks, man, it's different, man, when you got that head coaching hat on from being an assistant coach, man. It's a different ball game, man, and it shows, man. It definitely shows.
Yeah, you got the hot seat. Yeah. Everybody looking at you now. You can't hide behind Belichick, or you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's on you.
Yeah. So let's see, man. They could bounce back next week. The Raiders go to Tennessee next week, and Tennessee, looking for their first win tonight against the Buffalo Bills in a couple of minutes. Let's see if both teams might be going into this game 0-2.
I don't think that's happening, but
he said apparently it's all Derek Carr's fault and 2 catches. Yeah, it's all called for when you have a Davante Adams on your team. Yeah. Let's talk about the San Fran game, man. Seahawks game. It was sad to see the young boy Trey Lance get hurt in that game, early in the game too, but I guess that's why you make moves like they 49ers did in the off right before the beginning of the season. For Jimmy Garoppolo, give him some extra money to be the backup, and when you got a guy like Jimmy, Sherry, Chocolate Girl, what's going on?
I don't understand why Jimmy Garoppolo has been winning though. Like, I feel like they forcing Trey Lance to start.
And a lot of 49ers
I don't understand
it. They felt that way too. Like, all right, Jimmy don't make the plays when you need him to make the plays. But one thing about Jimmy, when he's out there, he's gonna win you some games.
But he's in the NFC Championship. Apparently, he's making some type of plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently something's happening. Because Deebo Samuel can't throw the ball to himself.
And the offense, when he got in there, looked way different. The ball was moving. Like the offense was moving.
They're forcing Trey Lance to be the guy right now. Mm-hmm. He really didn't have to.
Yeah. So, like I said, man,
is that the front office trying to prove that that they didn't waste a pick?
Yeah, because that's another thing. That's my arguments with the 49ers fans too. I'm like, man, you drafted this kid at this position, at that high in the draft, man. You can't have him sitting back there that long. He gotta play. he gotta play. And that was my rebuttal against the 49ers fans. You can't have.
Yeah, I mean, he has to play, but like when though? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Jimmy Garoppolo's out there losing.
Yeah,
you go with the hand that's hot.
So, say, man, B say, duh, he has more experience. It wasn't a force, and he has to develop. He say Jimmy G is ass.
Is he? Yo, how are you asked if you go to the NFC Championship though? Like I don't know. Like, hey, shit, game managers win Super Bowls too. So I mean, I guess, but hey, they got what they wanted, and then it didn't work out the way they wanted to.
So he had 154 yards, 1 touchdown yesterday, Jimmy G, to his tight end Dwelly. And like I said, the offense looked crisp yesterday with him in there. Wilson Jr. had a decent rusher day, 18 carries, 84 yards in that game. So and Seahawks look like a different team from Monday night. Geno threw a wild interception right there. While they was driving.
So long, fake basketball 10.
Yeah. And it looked different, man, from Monday, man. Now this set up the 49ers. They on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos team that was struggling yesterday.
Struggled the week before too.
Struggling against a Houston team, that ended the tie last week with the Colts. And what's up with Denver, man? And they dealing with a lot of injuries too. I think Jerry.
And I heard Jerry Jeudy went out.
Yeah,
so,
Jerry Jeudy went out. Yeah. So just leading with
hasn't won a thing but a consolation prize. Yeah, but neither has Trey Lance. Every time I see Trey Lance, he sucks. But I guess, yeah, Russ is losing weapons to injuries.
Yeah.
He's It's a bad break for him.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Is the injury that serious to Jerry Jeudy?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet.
He picked up the slack yesterday, 122 yards, 7 receptions. Russell Wilson did throw for 219 yards in that game yesterday. Like I said, it was a defensive battle. I think at halftime it was like 6-3 at halftime, but they pulled it out. It was 6-6 at halftime. My bad. But they pulled it out at the end. The defense made some plays. Randy Gregory had a couple of sacks in there, and now it's set up a showdown next Sunday night. Against the 49ers. And let's see, man. Let's see how Denver could pick up from this win. And this game, I think that game is at Denver, Mile High. So San Fran take the show on the road. So let's see. Lovey do got Houston playing. I couldn't tell that was Lovey on the sideline with that great bed.
With the bed.
With the bed. Lovey do got that defense going, bro.
He do.
Got the defense going. I could agree with you on that. So let's see. We did that already. All right, we usually do QB1, QB2, and QB3. So who your QB1 for this week? I think me and you gonna have the same QB1.
It's Tua.
It's Tua.
Like it's not even close.
469 yards.
Jeez.
6 touchdowns.
6 tutties. That's I couldn't do that in Madden. Like
all the critics that say he can't throw the deep ball, he shut y'all up yesterday. He definitely was slinging that thing out there yesterday to Tariq Hill. So QB2, who your QB2? And you better not say what I think you're gonna say.
I'm saying it.
You better not.
I'm saying it.
You
Joe Flacco.
Hey yo, I'm removing you.
Let's go, Joe.
Joe Flacco. I'm saying that with so much
You
pride.
had other
Joe
guys that
Flacco.
performed well, man. You mentioned a lot more quarterbacks that performed well.
I
Come
did.
on.
But did they come back from 2 possessions down with $1:10 left? No, they didn't.
Come on. You got Jared Goff you could pick from.
Joe, like, I'm just being biased. I'm a Jets fan. But if
You know
I'm
what?
allowed, like, no, I'm just being biased. But I would say Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
Like,
Jackson.
that was a game, bro. Like, that was
losing effort.
That was really a game.
And a losing effort. Yeah. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had a game too.
Oh, yeah. Bring his team back. You know, after that performance we could go against the Kansas City Chiefs, man. You know. Yo, there's one game we didn't talk about. The Sunday night football game. Green Bay and Chicago.
Justin Fields just needs some weapons, bro.
Yeah.
He just needs some weapons. I can see it.
Oh, nah.
It's
there. The potential there.
It's there.
It's there.
He just needs somebody to throw to.
Yeah, a big target, man. You know, what's his number one target? Mooney? Darryl Mooney? Cole Kmet?
Himself.
and B said an O-line.
Yeah.
You gotta take
care. He be running for his life.
What they did for Tua, that's what they need to do for him. Go get him some guys, man. Go get some weapons for him, man. They need to do that for him, man. Yeah. You can't be rolling out St. Brown and Mooney. Like they not scaring nobody. They ain't not scaring nobody. Reaching for freaking Wilson.
See the hate already?
Bears got money too. They need to go. They need to spend some money in the off season, man. Getting some weapons around this guy. Cause like you said, you see it, man. He definitely has
it's there.
That potential, bro. He definitely do. I like Justin Fields, bro. But he's, you know, I don't know. And you know, Aaron Rodgers. I know he was gonna come bounce back from, you know, that game against Minnesota. You know, only 7 points.
I had posted this on Facebook, but I gotta ask you, why Aaron Rodgers be looking so disgusted in this team? Like, do you see his mannerisms on the field? Like, he looks like he would rather be anywhere else than playing ball, right? Like, he be looking like, this team sucks. Like,
well, he took the money. He could have gone somewhere else. You know, could have requested a trade. But he took
Aaron Rodgers be looking pressed out there.
Payday, and let's see, man, if he could do it with this group right here. You know, he got 2 stud running backs. Aaron Jones, who was the player of the game to me last night.
Yeah, he's got a good, like, they brought up a good point that he has a good collective of wide receivers. Yeah. He doesn't have really anything that like stands out crazy, but Randall Cobb gets open. Like, he's got young time. Like, he got
Lazard back. Lazard that's who touchdown yesterday. Sammy Watkins, who led them in receiving yesterday with 93 yards. The 2 young boys that they're gonna be counting on, Christian Watson and Dubes. You know, Dobbs or Dubes. I think I'm saying it right. Yeah. So let's see, man, if he can make it happen, man. But you know, they don't know when count them, and they, like I said, they go into that showdown in Tampa against the Buccaneers next Sunday night for that primetime game. So we'll see, man. They asking him to make sugar out of shit.
It's written all over his face, bro.
Who was the worst quarterback this weekend?
The worst.
That'll be a QB3.
Worst.
Mariota.
I was thinking Mariota.
Because that last play is no way in hell you tried Ramsey. I don't care. It's 5 million people in the world. You try Ramsey, Mariota.
Stacks would say try to do.
Stacks would say try Ramsey, and now
I got Jameis, man. I don't like. I want to see Jameis win, but Jameis 3 interceptions in a big game like that can't happen.
I mean, is it blasphemy to say Tom Brady was kind of like right there with it? Tom Brady hasn't really been playing well. I mean, I know that's against the law what I just said, but so I'm gonna let that one go. But Jameis Winston, bro, yeah.
Right there. BJ Mariota could sit there to go there too, because on the last play of the game, he's scrambling like, oh, bro, just throw the ball up there and let's see if somebody can make a play, but he got sacked. So, well, I don't know, but it's gonna be a long season for Atlanta. Your thoughts on tonight's games, man? You got two. We got two week 2.
Yo, the game I'm looking forward to is Philly, the Philly game.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah, but being that I live up here in Syracuse and it's a whole bunch of Bills fans out here. Yo, it's Bills country out here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Like my homegirl, she keeps sending me Snapchats of her at the game. I'm like, all right. But I know it's going to be a good matchup though, because if you're going to beat the Bills, everybody knows their Achilles heel is their run defense. They can't stop. Yeah. They can't stop the run. And you got King Henry on the other side. So it's like they could establish that, control the clock, keep Josh Allen off the field. They have a chance.
Yeah.
But now that I got that out the way, I want to see Jay Jettis. That boy's excited. I said I want to see AJ. I said JJ. I want to see AJ Brown. I want to see AJ Brown. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So them games the Buffalo Bill game about to start in a couple of minutes. So we're gonna get ready for that. We're about to be out. Stay locked into the SamzSportz Network. You got the What's Next podcast coming up next on the SamzSportz Network, man. I want to thank my man Jay for joining me today on June's Monday Quarterback. We on every Monday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., man. So that's pretty much it, man. Jay, you got anything before you head out?
Absolutely not. See you on Wednesday.
My bad. All right. Once again, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe to the SamzSportz Network. Follow the SamzSportz Network. Also, tune in to Off the Top Sports Radio tomorrow night at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., man. We're gonna talk some NFL, college football, high school football, all that, man. So that's pretty much it. We out. Deuces.